Hello, my name is Krishna and I'm going to talk through post-processing in Oasys shell. Oasys shell makes it easy for you to access primer, D3plot, thys, and reporter. It also provides Oasys license details via the status button. It must be noted that shell is packaged with the Oasys installation and does not need any license to be launched. However, the other Oasys and LS-DYNA licenses are required to run from within the shell. Options panels help launch primer, D3plot, thys, and reporter with preset options, like providing a starting directory, opening an input file, running a JavaScript, fastTCF, template file, or giving command line arguments. This year we have made improvements to the reporter options panel. Previously, in Shell 19, it was difficult to navigate and modify jobs and variables, particularly for large submissions. Now let's look at Shell 20 and do a reporter submission using the options panel. Clicking on the batch button in the main shell panel opens the new reporter options panel. We can read in keyword files for the submission using the input directory or input list option. Input directory searches through subdirectories of the selected directory to populate the table section with keyword files once we click on the read button. Reporter panel automatically populates the root output file path from the input file path. We can add more input files by clicking on the file selector here. Now let's add a template for the job submission. Now both ORT and ORTX template formats are supported by Shell 20. In the case that we want to run all the jobs with the same template, we can do so using template option at the top left corner of the reporter options panel. The options pop-up is used to apply changes to all the jobs that are under selection. Jobs can be brought into selection using the row header buttons. Row header buttons also give us access to insert above, insert below, and delete options to manipulate the table section. Clicking on the variables button launches the new variables panel. Variables can be added and removed easily using the plus and cross buttons. Once the variables are added, we can now get a quick summary by hovering over the variables button. Now let's add a summary template. In the case that we want to save summary files in a certain folder with a file name, we can do so using the summary root output file path. We can select the output and run options. And we can save the current output and run options to OApref file using the save to OApref button. In the case that we need log files for our submissions, we can either leave it to default, which tells reporter to write out log files in individual job folders, or we can provide a file path for reporter to write out all the log files to that one folder. Clicking on the run reporter starts the submission. The following are the results from the previous submission. These are summary output files. The output folder has all the log files for the submission, and the individual job folders have results for their individual submissions. Thank you.